Hello everyone. So we just got some fuel in the Jeep. 11:27 p.m. on Sunday. We're currently facing south at 0 degrees Celsius. And we're having a storm. Lovely snowstorm, guys.
Yeah.
Hopefully everyone's doing well. Hey Helen, how's it going? Really good to see you. So you can say hi to Dad too, or right there. Hi Helen, good to see you.
Oh, Helen.
Dad says hello, Helen. Snowing again, yes, my goodness. So it started around 3 or 4 this afternoon. It's going to keep going tonight into tomorrow. David Global, hey, how's it going? Oh, it's warm in the Philippines. Yeah, good to see you, David, for sure. So just one sec, David. Since you blued me, of course, you'll be a standard here as well. Welcome. Really appreciate you. I'll just turn on the light because Helen's my dad, but David hasn't. One sec. David's from Michigan, but he's in the Philippines with his wife and family.
Yeah.
Say hi, Dad.
Hello. How are
That's
you?
David. He says, how are you? Yeah. Guys both have the same name. Michigan, USA, topping me up. Yes, it did, sir. Yeah, really good to see you guys. So it's snowing. Dad had a little dementia, a misunderstanding whether he has a little bug or not, so to make sure he had his shower and some burgers, and he's had 1 melatonin earlier today and 2 recently with this supper, but I don't believe he slept very much last night. I told him even if you're sleepy, you still gotta lay down and watch TV and not worry about opening doors. They need to be closed and locked, guys. So yeah, it's getting a bit slick. I'm going to take the overdrive off on this, guys. And if I feel any sliding, we're going to go into 4 low. At this point, I'm good. Really good tires, good Jeep tires. In my childhood, it was snowing much of Western Michigan. My mom had dementia. Sorry to hear, David, so you completely understand. It's really good, but anytime there's a bug or sometimes the pull of the moon, because he's a Pisces, it's tough on him. I'm going to go into 4 low, guys, because this is actually really greasy. So now we're covered. We're only doing 40 kilometers an hour. So if you divide that by 1.6, we get you miles. It looks like we're going faster than we are. That's the way video goes. Hi everyone, welcome. Call to action, double tap that screen. Smash like or good. Yeah, it sure is. Sure is. And this is a big, heavy 4-door, 6-cylinder Jeep. It's not one of the newer ones that are 4-cylinder. But again, the video looks like we're going faster than we are, guys. We're only doing, at this point, slowing down to 30 kilometers an hour. Get a little bit of pull back there, and we're in 4 low, so she's really slick. We get our salt trucks out and plows, and they work all night at it. Besides working for a government job, Dad also worked for Edmunds Brothers, so he used to plow and salt and went to agricultural college. David and my dad both have that really good interest in agriculture, horticulture, flora, fauna, growing things. Dad's a plant science technician, David, if you're still in here. But everyone welcome David. I'm a moderator in his channel. He's a moderator in mine. We met him through JD's channel. And we always appreciate Helen here. If you guys are in the chat, you can say hello or not. It's okay. So we got a snowstorm, guys. Showing you a little bit of that. And I won't be able to read chat. I'll need to just concentrate. Pardon me?
This here looks weird.
I can't hear you.
Apartment building or something.
Yeah, they added lights on the condo building. Change colors sometimes. I didn't know what you were saying, Dad, because I can't hear me right here.
Weird.
Yep, they're white tonight. Some nights that building is different colors there. They'll change it to blue or other colors. Oh, here comes someone through the intersection, so we gotta watch it.
Weird. Did they build that?
Yes, it's a fairly new building.
No kidding.
Yeah, they change the color lights on it sometimes. So that's the first time you see that. I'll read chat in a few minutes, guys. See what tomorrow's like. I do owe you guys some donuts in the Subaru. So just pull in here for a second and we'll read chat. It's a nice Ram, eh?
Yeah.
Really nice.
Tires still good.
There's Tilster, Snowy. So Chris came in. Amethyst. Hi Amethyst, how are you doing? Ready for bed. Okay, let me see these comments. Hello, Sunshine Susanna. Hi Amethyst, good to see you. So awesome to see you. Have a good sleep, Amethyst, okay? We're just showing you guys Snowstorm, and Dad had a little dementia issue, so we made sure he showered at Burgers. Then fiance and I sat around and watched Song of the Summer. So a really old movie they put some color into that Dad used to watch when he was younger. And we had some pepperoni and cookies, and added hot chocolate. We had tea. Okay, it's slippery, wet, sticky snow. Ha ha ha. Around freezing, I guess. Yeah, so 0. We're right at now at the airport when it's 10 degrees Celsius or lower, we de-ice the planes. Because the minute they go up a few feet, the temperature drops. I did gardens, took care of golf courses, and planted flowers. Yes, David, so much in common with my dad. He worked at the Truro golf course. And that's something he really enjoyed. We'll connect to Helen. Yes, Helen is a great person to connect to. So is Amethyst. Subbed Helen, awesome. How are you doing, David? Tilster, Snowy. Well, I'm getting ready for bed. Have a good night. Relaxing, done. Morning live, 10:35 here. Awesome. Congratulations on another live. I know you're hitting that hard sometimes. 2 times a day, every day, pretty much. Don't forget, it's okay to have a break when you need to. You'll get there. And once we get monetized, David, there's not really much breaks. We're just expected to go full out, especially with AdSense and sponsors and things. Hi, Nick. Hi, Nick. Whereabout is this? This is Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada. Making Burgers, Tilster T says, Song of the South. Yes, I remembered right away the name of the movie. I'm glad I didn't forget. Hello. 10 points if you hit a water bottle. I don't know, maybe we may find one unknown. Now, there is a community here that there's a problem with garbage pick up by community members and the city. I could find a water bottle. However, it's snowing and I'm not going back to that neighborhood for a while. My mom and my grandmother always said, Susie, don't drive through that neighborhood. And I took a shortcut the other day and discovered a lot of garbage in there. It's a shame. But hopefully they'll do something about it. We'll see. Alright, I can't read comments for a few minutes, guys, so something fishy going on into the parking lot over there. Over there. It's two vehicles.
Oh, yeah.
Fishy. Two random vehicles be out right now. Alright, so I don't need the 4 low. I'll put it back in regular while I'm moving. The salt and the warmth of the pavement has some melt here and I don't feel slippery. When I do, I'll slap it back in though. Hi everyone, welcome. Smash like, that's the only call to action right now. Double tap, like or good. Really appreciate you all. We had a message from Cosmo saying everyone misses me. I really appreciate you guys. Huge. So sometimes things go on, family events, different things like that. Sometimes we get busy with lists and chores. Alright, we're going to put our flashers on. Emergency services coming. There we go. So we made it safely through the intersection. Didn't hit anyone. Re-chat again in a few minutes, guys. I can't. So, hopefully you can chat amongst each other. Hopefully everyone's having a good Sunday. Could be Saturday where you are in the world. It could be Monday already. But it's Sunday at 11:39 p.m. here. Currently, probably don't have my tripod gimbal with me, so we'll be roughing it with the camera, but most of you guys won't notice because we only use that usually when we go to parks and things like that. It's nice to have the tripod, can get pretty lazy though. So we're going to drive by a place that my uncle used to have as a business, and the other part rent to one of my family members. He used to flood a ice rink in the backyard. So that was pretty cool. And then they told me tonight that sometimes the ice would go out onto the sidewalk and people would be slipping. So I'm going to show you that house right now, guys, in about 60 seconds. So this is the house that my uncle used to own. He had a business, operated until he moved to a business park, and then it was rented out to a family member. And my family member used to like to have a motorbike and a Thunderbird and a barbecue. The fence never used to be here, guys. And my family member would section it off and flood and make a ice rink there. Right there. I used to be able to skate. Ice skate. He would also shovel an area to the cottage on the lake. And we used to be able to skate there too. So that's one story. And we'll pull over and read your comments again in a sec. Right now. See how everyone's doing. Silver Kingdom. There we go. Everyone who's coming in, you guys can say hi to Dad for a minute. We went out for a drive in the Jeep. There we go. Say hi, Dad.
Hello. How are you?
Yep, that's Sofa Kingdom. That's his online name. Yeah, it's his online name, Sofa Kingdom. He drives tractor, trailer, truck, like 18-wheeler, like fiance's dad used to. Yeah, so we decided to show you guys the snow. I'll read the comments here. And we had a little bit of an issue with Dad with some dementia, so we got him his shower burgers, melatonin, one a couple hours ago, two more recently, an hour or two ago. Alright, where did we leave off here? Amethyst went to bed. Relaxing, done morning. Yeah, we read that. Thanks, David. Nick. Whereabouts is this? We read that. Hi, Nick. Yeah, everyone welcome David. Toaster's making burgers. Unknown wants us to run over a water bottle. Don't have one in the Jeep. I took it in the property, or else I'd do it for you right now. But if you come in another time unknown, I'll run over a water bottle for you, no problem. Hello, Suzanne. Hi, old chat. Hi, Sophers. Back. First person driving experience. Yes. Keep pushing. Thanks, David. You too. I'm glad we have our community in your channel and JD as well as mine. Everyone can come together, share triumphs, tribulations, skill, information. Extra 5 points if the cap flies off. Okay, I can make it fly off. Just loosen it first, a bit first. My dad's still alive, 87. Congrats, David. So hopefully you'll be able to go back to Michigan soon and visit your father who's 87. That's awesome. Good news. Hello, Suzanne, Dad. Keep strong, Suzanne. Thanks, David. So blessed to hear that from you. Everyone double tap that screen. Yeah, we are truly blessed, David. David likes to help children in the Philippines as well. Yeah, especially if there's like one family that just needs an extra thing, clothing, food, things like that, Dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. We do that too, David. We took down a size 11 boots to the Salvation Army. We asked hands up who was 11 first. First you ask if they want help. We can't just help people that sometimes they could get agitated, offended. In Western civilization, I'm sure you know, is a lot different than other cultures. And we took down 2 bamboo pillows to the same location a little while after that. There's a lot of philanthropy work that I do that I don't discuss. I don't do it to look for credit and recognition. However, I do have a streamer friend at Hollywood Stream Sniper, and he's encouraged me by watching the things he's doing to every once in a while put it into my content. Same with my animals care. I do have a rent. I had permission from Hope for Wildlife to help out, and I don't like to exploit baby and her family very much, so very minimal content, but you will see the wildlife care I do as well. You'll see all the beautiful lights, guys, still up on some of the places. Looks so nice in the snow, especially this tree. Just beautiful. So here we are, guys. There he is. Speaking of the Piper. Hey, Justice, good to see you. Before I'll turn the blinker off and I'll show you to Dad. Say hi to my Dad.
Yeah.
You're on the phone over here.
Hello.
Say hi to Hollywood Stream Sniper.
Hello, Hollywood Stream.
Yeah,
Sniper.
he's grown up in LA his whole life. He's gone to school there. He knows the ins and outs. He's a huge, super awesome person. He's a Capricorn like me as well, Dad.
Yeah.
So practical, organized, loyal, leader, those kind of qualities. Good to see you. I'm not going to read chat again for a minute. But yeah, we're into some snow. So I figured I would come on. Plus, I don't know if you've been lurking or heard this story. I did have an issue with Dad with dementia, but he seems to be doing well. He's really sleepy. I mean, when we get the pull of the moon and changes, sometimes you don't want to go to sleep, but he's got to understand you just lay down and watch TV or have some meat. He's had his shower, his burgers, a melatonin vitamin a couple hours ago, and then 2 more recently, an hour or so ago. So this is the Halifax Forum, guys. This is an arena well known in our city where Dad's played hockey. A lot of the universities come to play hockey. They do a lot of events there, actually. Any craft festivals, farmers markets coming up Saturdays. So they changed this, and I can't turn right on red. So you can't turn right there anymore on red, Dad. So that parking lot's got a few cars in it because some of the postal workers don't want to go in past the lock gate. They want to have access to their cars. And that's where Dad used to work in this building. He was a dispatcher. There's two people that work there with the same name, but Dad was the good one, I'm told. He was a dispatcher. He worked in the dock back here. He made sure the bags got on the right trucks, things like that. Yeah, welcome to Halifax, Nova Scotia, guys. Only call to action is tap that screen, smash like or good. Pretty please. Sugar on top and a cherry. And I'll check chat again in a few minutes, guys. It's nice you guys are busy and everyone welcome David. He's from Michigan and Philippines. Helen was in here. A few people. Tilster. Silvacana was in here. Yeah, everyone make yourself comfortable. This is a great community. Anyone is usually people I know or streamers, you'll be modded. So you guys can all link up really easy. That tends to be what some of my African, Filipino, Chinese friends tend to do. It's definitely not done so much in the US and Canada. But that's why I do it, guys. Nobody left behind. We'll check chat again in a minute, guys. Some speed bumps here I'm contending with. It's ridiculous. They put all kinds of obstructions around the city during that shutdown a few years ago. Had money to spend or something, I don't know what they were doing. This is one of my old schools. I've shown a few of you guys that before. Pull over again and check chat. So we got throw snowball at down in the wall. Yeah, exactly. I know you guys would love it. You and Ben would love the snow. Dodge a snowball. Exactly, David. So David's got a great sense of humor. So does Hollywood. I'm still here. I was just doing something. Okay, good, Helen. Awesome. Oh, down the well's in. Hey, good. Welcome. So, down the well, you can say hi to Dad as well. I'll flip the camera. Can you just leave that for a sec, please? There we go. Say hi to Down in the Well.
Oh, down in the well.
That's his online name. He lives in LA.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think he's from Ohio or Illinois or something. I don't remember where he's from originally. My respect to you. Thanks to you as well, always. Hello, sir. It's a pleasure. Thank you, ma'am. I lurk. Yeah, I've been lurking lately. I was in Joss's channel lurking last night. Didn't feel well enough to be in chat and Kevin, other places. But then Tommy mentioned in the channel that Kevin was about to jump in the LA River, which was perfect. I appreciate communication. I popped right over, caught that in time. Helping others is easier here, but you have a good heart. Thank you, David, so much. Bless you. Yes, I am real. You are too. True believers. Hey, Crispy. How's it going? Crispy, we just went for a little Jeep ride with Dad, and we got some fuel in the Jeep as well. And Dad had his shower, burgers, and I think he had much sleep last night, but I explained to him sometimes people, when they're not feeling good, you just don't sleep, but you stay in bed and you don't open doors and leave things unlocked, stand around with the wall bag at the door, things like that. Sometimes things that you believe you hear, maybe they're like you're drifting off into sleep and it's a commercial. Told him not to give any information or sign anything to anyone before talking to a lawyer first, because he was talking some really strange things, guys. So, as per your request, you still here, Hollywood? I'm going to throw a snowball at the windshield for you at Down in the Well. I'm throwing this at you, Down in the Well. So, are you here, Hollywood? If not, this is for Down in the Well. Did you want your window down to crack? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So my dad taught me to throw a perfect overhand and a perfect underhand. Taught me to catch a ball. Last time I played softball, I caught the ball. It wasn't out, but I caught it with my neck. And I'll never play again. Or not ever. Never say never. I'll maybe not ever play again. Not interested. Yeah. Missed it and then I threw another shot. So that was from Hollywood for Down in the Well. And you got two. So. Alright, I'll read comments in a minute. Rolling out. Again, guys, this is one of my old schools. And then that's our fire department. My cousin's a volunteer. One of my cousins at this one. Another one is a full fireman at another location. Alright, I'm gonna flip screen for a minute. Now, if Hollywood and Down the Well didn't see that, y'all make sure you let them know, please, that rewind that or watch it another time. It was for them. Guys, I'll flip you guys back in a second. Thanks everyone for being here. This is our snowstorm. Welcome to Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada. We're currently facing southwest. It's 0 degrees Celsius, 11:55 p.m. Okay, that's really good, David. Hopefully they have a good supply of water and tanks and things like that. Because I know my friend in Africa, Edna, she has to go with the donkey to the river to collect her water, to feed the fruit plants, all the things for bathing, food, things like that. And I did hear a few times your story. So hopefully they have a containered supply and it's transportable. They used to be able to do it by horse even. Back in the old day in this city. It used to be dirt roads, things like that. Yes, Nova Scotia. Yes, they do. Get some fires here. Oh, I imagine. So sorry. There's Gems. Hey, Gems. Say hi to Pops and Dad.
Hello.
That's Gems the Clown. She's my friend from LA. Yeah, that's her online name, Gems. She's a Leo, like Mom was. Dad's a Pisces. And I'm a Capricorn. Can't remember. I think you said your mom was a Pisces. Your dad, one of them. I have some snow, guys. If you guys rewind, we threw 2 snowballs at the windshield from Hollywood for down the wall. So just rewind that in a minute if you want. King of the Queens. I was blessed to work with my dad for 27 years on a golf course. Awesome. That's really awesome. Like I said, Dad worked at the Truro golf course. He really enjoyed that. Both my grandparents from Truro were golfers, curlers. 87, 91, 07. Alex, hi there. Go Joe, hi. We have an offer from my Celestial Pegasus base, and it's okay. She missed us. Yes, they do get some fires here. Nova Scotia. This is Ian. Hi, Lady. What are we doing, Missy? So we're just showing you guys some snow. We took Dad out to the other property and we watched Song of Summer, a movie we watched when he was younger. It's now a color filled, and we enjoyed that. We had some chips ahoy, pepperoni. He had hot chocolate. We had tea. I'm a Cancer, July 6th. Awesome. I think I remember you mentioning you're a Cancer. It's a really good sign. Hardworking, family oriented. You tend to focus energy on your stomach and belly, though. You need to try to look outside of your body or your stomach when you're bothered by things. Big hug to Dad. Thanks, Jimsy. Hugs back to you. Appreciate you and always, all around. Hello, Helen. Canadian weather. Yeah. Snow, eh? Hey, Just. Helen and I are just blowing us in the chat. That's awesome. Helen's a Leo. Yeah, crab here. 2/3. Okay. That's cool. We all get along really well, by the way. Capricorns get well with your guys' sign. Dang, David, 3 day after mine. Kind of looks like old neighborhood I remember in Michigan. Cool, crispy. Yeah, I will send you on a walking tour with my gimbal one day for sure, David. So I don't have my tripod, I don't think, or gimbal. I do have my little easel I can play around with you guys with. So you'll have some standing capability when I can't be holding it. Just can't see you guys right now because it's dark. And now it's midnight. Chili hot dog holding a cheese and standing next to hot clam gems. Oh, that's cute. Really cute. Alright guys, I'll put you there for a minute. Can you lock the door now, please? You want to go back out and bang your boots off for? Alright guys, I'll check your comments in a few minutes. You want to get your boots off, Dad? And your coat? Turn off this. And you guys can hear better. Just need my easel, guys. How's everyone doing? Chat amongst yourself for a minute. Okay, you want to take your jacket off? I'll hang it up. We need to go up and lay down next. Hey, do you want to go down and have your cigarette before you go lay down? Why are you saying shush? No, I'm on the video recording on YouTube, and we don't need to shush. I'm just going to put you on mute for a minute, guys. Alright guys, we'll catch up on this chat. Think it's dinner time. Still working, making people want bacon. Okay, cool. Yeah, there's crispy bacon chips that are out. I forgot to video a short of the bag, but they're so yummy. They're really, really a little too salty, but no, I'm craving bacon. Thanks, crispy. Yeah, if you read his name, it's Crispy Bacon Bits. It's so cool. Craving bacon. Take your time. Nice wet snow. Yes, so I'll go ahead and pin that. Thank you, Crispy. So it's doing that again, just like all messages. Just like, see if I can do that. There we go. Pinned. Chili hot dog, cold iced cheese, cool, crispy. Kind of looks like holding out. Okay, got those. Okay, just 1 second. Guys, plenty about this on my channel and have not received a response. Okay. Nice Suzanne. Clown instead of clown. For you not to believe in you. On thank you. What happened? Is everything okay, guys? Because it's not here. I'm just coping. So, dealing with the problematic senior, I tend to have to lock everything up in lock boxes. I have to take jewelry with me when I leave the house or wear it. Because it's gone a little too far with leaving doors open and locked, things like that. Putting furniture, jewelry, valuables, even himself at risk. I just got a chance to get away from him and to tell you that. The next thing I need to do is charge up this phone. It is, but not turn it on. I may cancel that soon because that's caused another issue with the scammer directly through to the law office one day. We're going to confiscate these keys for now. I'm not to be leaving the house and losing my keys. He does have ID and cash in his wallet though. So we're confiscating those keys for now. How's everyone doing? Actually, I'm going to spray a little perfume on me just for therapy. So it's my Christian Dior Hypnotic Poison. Makes me feel therapeutic and soothed. It's got hues of sarsaparilla, almost like root beer. It's almost like a really strong almond, if you like almond smell. Okay. So go down with and check on Dad for a minute. Okay. Put you on mute for a minute, guys. So I'll check Chad in a few minutes. I just need to make sure my father gets into bed safely. Just like. So I realize these flowers need a little bit more water, so we're gonna do that. Guys, welcome to my live. Seeing me on one of the hardest nights of my life in a few months because of alcohol withdrawal, dementia, and post-strokes. So there's been 2 strokes. He's been fully rehabilitated, but because of the pull of the moon or maybe a bug or something going around, it's a real challenge right now. So So with that being said, we'll read your comments. Go down the basement for a minute. You said, Chad, hold clown gems. Where is first round? Bye, Suzanne. Have a great live. I'll catch you on the next. Thank you so much. Appreciate you for coming in. Hey, Hope, how's it going? If you rewind Hollywood, you'll see I threw 2 snowballs at the windshield down in the well for you. So rewind that. On the lower, we respect each other's materials and ask each other if we're okay. Use another work for your benefit. As for the shortest, no need to check on again. I said, hey, Gems, check out their shirt on chat. Telling viewers it's Gems the Clown. Just told chat. And I heard your name on it. You guys okay? Is everyone okay? It's a good safe room to communicate, but I definitely don't need any drama. I'm having really serious issues with my father this evening. I don't need that bullshit in my life, so. I have a father who hasn't slept in almost 24 hours maybe. He's opening and closing doors, standing at the door with a coat and sneaker and his wallet. It's really not the place for that bullshit. Have you copyrighted your Gems the Clown name? Because I don't know if you haven't, then I don't know what you're talking about either. If it's something off YouTube, it's usable material. So anyway, I'm having a real serious issue with my father with dementia and alcohol post stroke, alcohol withdrawal, dementia. He's thinking delusional things. It's hard to control and look after him tonight. So really not the time or place. Kind of disrespectful. A couple of mods arguing in my live channel. Hi Hope, welcome. So thank you Hope. We showed you guys that it's a snowstorm right now. And my dad's really struggling. We had to get him in the shower, burgers, melatonin, one a couple hours ago, melatonin, two of them an hour or two ago. Went to my other property, watched The Sound of Summer, had some cookies, pepperoni. He's still struggling, thinking he needs to go somewhere, and some atrocities he's saying that I won't repeat. But that's why we're live tonight, because I have a friend commented on one of my posts that said they miss me. It's been a few days. I also had, as you guys know, 3 passings close to me. So a neighbor's father, a neighbor's husband, and my uncle. Really not the time and place to be yak. Yeah, exactly, Toaster. It's only a few people, Toaster, that I did tell that to. But out of exhaustion, thank you so much, Hope. Exhaustion and confusion and fear of having my house left wide open by a demented senior. I'm dealing with WAN baby shit in the live. Not the place for it, guys. Especially if you know me, I'm mourning the loss of 3 people right now. Yeah, I'll shush, Toaster. Getting some text because someone's a little concerned for people interfering with someone's YouTube broadcast. I'll read the chat in a minute. I just happened to see a couple of your comments. I appreciate you a lot. So again, you guys, this is the behind the scenes live tonight where you're seeing me try to spend time in a lovely community and cope through a challenge that I'm having with a family member. So right now. Very welcome, Suzanne. Thank you, Hope. I'm so sorry. Prayers with you. Prayers for you too, always. Share life, Suzanne. Got you. I am good here. Hope everything will be okay with your dad. Hope I'm not. Thanks, David. Crispy bacon. Snow here too. Everyone has precipitating factors in their life, but there's a time and place for it. Bye, Suzanne. Guys, we'll check up on Dad in a minute because he seems to think he needs to get his coat on and sneakers and go somewhere at midnight or any time of the day. He's got some real concerns that he's expressing that I've checked and are not valid. Phone's charging but turned off because we don't want him making any false emergency calls or anything like that. Very concerning night, guys, and I appreciate anyone and everyone who's in here. It's nice that Down the Well showed up and we threw 2 snowballs at the windshield at Down in the Well purposely as per Hollywood's request. So he said, David's here, all the new people. 14 likes in 55 minutes, guys. Good job. Really appreciate you. Call to actions, just double tap. Smash like are good. So I'm just going to do a flip screen on you guys for a minute. Suck. Just don't have my gimbal tripod right now, so it's a little bit challenging. Because I have this easel, phone or tablet easel. Guys, this is a good, safe community to express your concerns and have fun and talk about what you did yesterday, what you did today, what you do tomorrow, what's good, what's bad, what's really good. You guys have issues amongst yourself. Try to find a way to contact your person that you got the issue with and deal with that. Father was discussing some really strange stuff with me today, and based on my psycho-socio-chronological history, you don't really give any information, speak to anyone, or sign anything without consulting the lawyer first. So now, host keys have been confiscated. Almost like a childhood punishment or detention at school. Yeah, we're really enjoying the snow drive. Enjoying throwing some snowballs. Enjoying hanging out and chatting with my dad. We're going to check out the movie from the 1940s or 50s. It's called 1950s. Sound of Summer. A really good movie. Yippity-doo-dah, yippity-day. My oh my, what a wonderful day. Plenty of sunshine headed our way. Yippity-doo-dah, yippity-day. Mr. Bluebird on my shoulder. It's the truth. It's factual. Everything he said is factual. Check chat in a minute, guys. Really, really scary, long, difficult day for me. So. Every time I turn the corner, don't know what's going to shock me next. Now it's chat. Wow, guys. So I do need to finish up the layered lesson. Method and skills, intensive bartending training, probably number 9. The lager and beers will be 10. I need to make a key lime pie. I'm talking about donuts for a while too. So you can make them by cake and you can make them deep fried as well. I don't even want to know what's going on there. So we've all got each other's back for sure. Gems, Crispy, you both always have my back. Everyone's welcome, open community, good place for discussion about things. Let's not get too heated though, guys, especially on, like, be sensitive to the channel operator's content on the night that you're having a little vent. Hey, David, God bless you. I'm dying of dementia. I take vitamins, plus I drink water, which I take vitamins too. Plus 21 years, alcohol free, good. Congratulations. Don't know if that will protect me, just trying to keep my brain well. Yeah, I had a grandmother die of Lewy body dementia, and it was very difficult as well. Understand, going through. My ex-father-in-law passed from dementia, other family members, so I see the signs. But our doctor is a quack. I agree. So I had issue getting something done at a doctor. I had an issue at the dentist. The other day I went for eyebrow titanium wax, nose, underarms, and a private upper area. However, they started putting saran wrap here and started tinting my eyelashes, even though it wasn't a service I requested. So I find the world isn't doing enough, or they're not listening and doing too much, and there's a lot of inconsistencies there. Very welcome to June. Yes, hearts. Thanks so much, David. Really appreciate you. David, you'd be amazed. I have a Bible from the 1800s because we're direct ancestors of King Robert the Bruce. So you'll see that one day. I will show you guys. Helen, Kevin and Alex is on. Okay, good. Good to hear. Send my love if you want. Just tell them. I'm sure everyone knows I'm struggling with some family issues. I'll turn this heat back on a little bit. Go check on Dad next. Just a sec, guys. Stare at that for a minute. Just watch some TV then and relax. Okay, good guys. So it seems that he could be settling in bed sideways and maybe gonna get some rest. Because like I said, we all, because of the pull of the moon or sometimes a bug or things like that, we all sometimes aren't sleepy, but we still should lay down, and he didn't realize that, and due to lack of sleep, I am gonna have to change my glasses, guys. Just a sec though. Sorry about all the distractions. Appreciate having you guys in here tonight. God connects people who want to do the same thing. I'll show you right now, David. Just one sec. You won't believe this. So are you ready for this, David? Sir, one sec. Just one sec. I'm gonna show you something amazing, okay? Hey, Dad, I'm just gonna turn your light on for a minute, okay? I'm just filming myself, though. So this is our Bible from about I think that's 1870 or 1890. And one day I'll take my time and go through some of this with you guys. Okay. So I just wanted to show you that, David. And as you can see by the length of my arm, this is a finger to elbow spine sized Bible. And if you look this way, it's halfway through forearm. So it's quite a large thing. And because of your belief in Christ, I want to show you that for a minute. Alright, Dad, you get comfy and relax. Hi, Jess. I'm glad you're still around. Thank you so much. Lydia. So, yeah, share your little piece of. Thank you so much, David. I really always enjoy your streams. They're on very often, which makes a good chance to bounce in whenever people are able. Because sometimes they're on YouTube in the day, sometimes they're on YouTube at night, but having your multiple time of day streams are very convenient. Very helpful, very invigorating. Oh yeah, I was gonna get glasses, wasn't I? My other ones, these are my photochromes. Just that, guys. Pop in on my evening one, I try my best. Yes. Should and will. I think sometimes I have, but just maybe haven't tried it because I was obliged to be in another channel. Try to spend my time around different channels that I am moderator in. I don't, once I'm in a channel for the night, I tend to try to stay there, not skip around that night and spread day after day, try to share the time. Kenya in the house. Awesome. Beautiful, Lydia. So nice to have you. Appreciate you. Now, Lydia, I think we met through David or JD. Is that correct? Do you recall? Or I think that's how we met. Might have been Edna as well. I know she's still putting up her shorts. I haven't seen her live lately, and JD didn't update me on that situation yet. I am Lydia Tino Much. Okay, cool. So, Lydia, you are a streamer. So we'll put you standard so we can all communicate. No one left behind. Yeah. So what's going on, guys? So what did anyone do yesterday? What did you do today? What are you doing tomorrow? What's good? What's bad? What's really good? Awesome. Perfect. Perfect, guys. I do notice that a lot of the Filipino and African friends tend to stream quite a lot. You guys definitely are aimful of keeping your watch hours up for sure. Super duper. And it tends to be a good example for some other streamers for sure. Church yesterday, my friend wrote, "Stop working, her pregnancy getting close to birth." Okay. So that's exciting for sure. Yeah, for sure. Be baby girl. Okay. So, good thing you and your wife are around because you'd be able to help out sometimes with some things. Mainly just watching the baby so the person can have a shower or go to the market or even, just go in the yard for a minute and get some fresh air. Help prevent postpartum blues as well. Hi, Adam. Welcome. If you rewind, we showed you guys there's a snowstorm here in Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada today, and we also threw some snowballs at the Jeep windshield. So a couple of the streamers on the west coast of the U.S. They were joking around, so we just kind of did it for them. And I did have a request to drive over a water bottle. No, I had taken those in the other property and didn't have one to drive over. And we can't see with the snow if there's a odd one kicking around, but we will do that for, I forget who requested that. I think we exited the screen when we pinned Crispy's comment again. Crispy and A-Girl are really good at doing their pins. And then as long as they put white content in front of it, I can pin it without it trying to go to the link. Yeah, it's quite a ways back, and because we exited out, I think that's gone. How about the water bottle? Yeah. I could check in live chat who that was, but there was a drive over water bottle request and some points and more points if the top flew off. And we can make that top fly off. I just need to loosen it a bit first. Make sure we aim driving over the bottle, a certain angle to pop it off. Yes, everyone say hello to each other. Welcome. Love from the UK. Awesome. Thank you for popping in. Make sure you smash like. You're good. Double tap the screen. So the good news is when Dad gets the melatonin in him and he gets a good sleep, he will get probably 8 hours sleep, get up, have a pee, do his things. Yep, this melatonin will put him back on a sleep schedule that's conducive. Some of the things that went on today, he will tend to not remember when we question him as well. So that's another thing of the dementia. Hopefully you guys can all hear me. I can repeat. So the melatonin will put Dad on a proper REM or sleep schedule. And he'll have a good sleep, and then moving forward, it'll be good sleeps now, hopefully. And you won't recall any of the major issues that went on today. So that's good. As long as he falls asleep right now is perfect. We get a water. Okay, good. Thank you so much. So we got a water bottle up there as well. He doesn't have far to go if he needs a little sip or hydrate himself. So that's really good. And we have the hockey game. I forget who's playing, but that's on channel 52. So I was watching or listening to some NHL as well. Okay, good. Thank you, Hope. And thanks for the audio check, guys. Again, someone's sleeping, so I don't want to be too loud about some things. Thank you for the audio check. All right, so having a girl and it's due soon. And have they discussed or suggested any names for the girl that's coming soon? Baby. I understand. Thanks, Hope. Really appreciate you. And again, Hope rewind, about 20 minutes ago. We were in front of my old school. Pardon me. And I missed the first shot. So I did two snowballs at the windshield. So it was down in the well. Bam. For Hollywood Stream Sniper. And if you guys scroll through, we had a good turnout of people in here tonight. Really appreciate everyone. Good community. Come in and vent. If we can't be here for you guys to discuss problems, fix them, things like that, then who can be here? I'm sorry, I was just a little bit startled by the chat because of my precipitating factors. So Rose hadn't decided as of late. I talked to her, but Gave works at 7-Eleven, so can check. Okay, interesting. Mama's name is Rose. I wonder if she would keep like a Lily or something, or if she'd want to maybe get away from that. Because sometimes people like or don't like the name that they are given at birth. I know my mom didn't prefer her name, even though it was beautiful. Yeah, wonder. But anyway, I'll be interested to get an update on that for sure, especially when the baby's born and they name it, or thank you so much, Hope. Really appreciative. You guys all just being here is really super awesome because I haven't streamed in a couple days. And I did have a request in my post on a comment from someone saying that they missed me, that I should go live, I think yesterday. And I didn't get that till today, but I couldn't have, just dealing with a lot of things on lists, appointments. Plus, I did have a minor illness for a couple days. Wasn't feeling very well. Hot and cold, sore throat, coughing. I do believe it was from a dental appointment. They're supposed to put a plastic coating over the X-ray machine. I really believe it was that. So it was unclean or collected dust wasn't covered, something. Hello, Freshly. Good to see you. So rewind about 20 minutes when you get us parked in front of a school, and you'll see we threw two snowballs at the windshield. One and two were at down the well from Hollywood. So good to see you. So, we came on because there's snowstorm. You'll see some of that. We get some fuel in the Jeep. It's $1.73 a liter up here, which is absolutely ridiculous. However, the price of things do need to go up over time. It's kind of really strange sometimes if housing prices, food, gas, things like that don't go up. I know a value of a house back in the 40s could have been $3,000. Now it could be worth $1 million, in all honesty. Good. Thank you so much. Everyone connect. And that's another reason why I turned everyone blue. So a lot of people in Western civilization wouldn't understand that, but no one left behind. So if I know you and you're a streamer as well, and I know that for a fact, you'll be blue so that we can all connect. You can view channel, subscribe to one another, and share our communities, broaden it. So we have friends and family in the Canada, UK, USA, Australia, and there's even persons from Russia, Germany, China, Japan, Indonesia, Africa, Philippines. Picture on your covers. Yes, so exciting. That was awesome. You're such a great supporter of when people work hard and having to look after yourself to be able to look after other people. And you understood the importance of that, Helen. I don't have my earrings in right now, so I'll cover that over. But you will see those garnet earrings that we did buy again soon, and the coat. And I did wear the Converse the other day. They're so comfortable. However, they need to be worn on a day where it's not muddy, rainy, things like that. So obviously, it's snowing, so we have boots on this evening. Philippines and Kenya in here. Woo! Yeah, as a gentleman from the UK was in a minute ago. I believe a lot of people in the US were in here as well this evening. Get a broad range of community and viewers. Yep. So right now we're listening to Chopin, Waltz in E flat major. Do not own rights to the music, and it's non royalty music. So it's only on 0 or 1. We're not looking to make any finances, and we're not monetized. In Michigan, my sister taking care of my dad. Good. I'm so glad that you have your sister to be able to help and trust and rely on her, and that your father has her. I get down and cross my legs. Bless you. That's beautiful. Really great. A lot of people will step up to that plate. A lot of people, especially in Western civilization, in big cities, they'll get their education and job and move out of the province or country. And there may be family who helps others out. There may not. If not, they end up in nursing homes very, very soon, and could be beneficial or not when they do go in some nursing care homes. Depends on many factors. Michigan's beautiful. Michigan Wolverines. Grateful for the people who encourage me. Yes, so one thing I am is an encourager of people. I seek the positive. I'm open to communication and problem solving, being a Capricorn. I have very broad shoulders. I do respect everyone in these communities who have always stuck up for me as well. So David's one of them. Helen's another. Hope Freshly. I've known Freshly for 2 years. Tilster T and I know him through Tossum and Nom. And Gems and Crispy and David. Helen and Hope and Tilster. Freshly. Sofa Kingdom. Super awesome. He supports everyone, sees people real and who they are. Hi, Void. Welcome. So good to see you, Void. Super duper. Appreciate you. So if you rewind, you'll see snow. We have a snowstorm here in Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada. And we did throw a couple snowballs at the windshield of the Jeep. Our Jeep, though, not a stranger. And that was for Add Down in the Wall. So everyone subscribed to Add Down in the Well. And it was from Hollywood Stream Sniper. Everyone subscribed to Hollywood. Everyone click on, scroll back, subscribe to everyone. Gems the Clown, Crispy Bacon Bits, Hope, Helen, David. The list goes on. Just have a look, guys. Thank you. We love you too, Void, so much. So I will put you on a feature mod list. Are you a streamer? Do you stream? I could go check right now, but I don't want to exit the screen. Right this second. Stay warm, thank you. So last I checked, it was 0 degrees Celsius. We were headed southwest, facing southwest when I checked that before we backed in the driveway. 0 degrees Celsius. Prob is Shoudre. Awesome. Okay, we know Prob is a streamer. Just a sec. A sec. No one left behind, guys. Everyone connect. I will be eventually. I'm shy. Okay, cool. If you have less than 50 subscribers, I think you can go live from a PC. You do still have to do setup. I think you can go live from the PC. I think I told Pit Chance that, and otherwise I think it's 50 subscribers. But just a sec. 1 minute. Make sure I'm subscribed to you. Hold on, guys. What's that, guys? Void Wisp ASMR. Hold on. Yeah, I can't check from this phone. I do have another one though. Let me screenshot this. That's what I'll do. Screenshot this, and then I'll subscribe to you. And you're on a future mod list. How's that? So it could be tomorrow, could be another day. So let me have a look at you first and sub. But I don't want to exit my screen right now. Hello, everyone, and hugs to Preb. Chaudry 5545. Everyone subscribe. No one left behind. We're all connecting in a community here. You're so sweet. Thanks, Floyd. You're sweet too. Just love Linnea. Hello, sister. Yeah, it's so good. Everyone's here. Everyone's coming and going from a wide, broad range of communities, and this is a good place to connect. You guys can chat and say hello. Have a little breath of fresh air for a minute. Let me know what you did yesterday. What are you doing today? What are you doing tomorrow? So tomorrow I do need to order some furnace oil. We have an oil-fired furnace, and it takes almost like a diesel-based raw oil. So we'll have to order that because we're down to a quarter of a tank. And also need to look into a dentistry one street over, but down the street a bit. A little bit closer to this property and for my father to go to. And with my Blue Cross coverage, hopefully we'll get the services that we need for sure. So I did have a dentist in Sackville, which is a long distance for Dad and I to have to travel to. And my dentist retired. It was taking a long time for me to get what I needed done. All they were seeming to do is cleanings and x-rays, not the fillings, crowns, a new bite plane, and some whitening that I'd like to have besides the white strips I do sometimes. So we're going to check out this dentist down the road here. Pin eye connect done. Awesome. Perfect. Because there's a snowstorm going on. Yeah, so that you're in Maine. We're in the same track as you, New York, Boston, for those storms. So you would have been receiving the brunt of it before us. I always hope. Bangor's about 8 or 9 hour drive from where I'm at. And I think you're around Augusta, aren't you? Or Portland? Am I correct? Because I remember talking about CB radio when I was younger. Yeah, okay. So I think you're like 9, if I was pushing it, 9 hour drive ish. 9 or 10. Okay, cool. Maine's so beautiful. So much wildlife and desolate as you come from the north. There's not many, they need to build up some of the side stops and restaurants because there's really not that much coming from Calais or Holton. And then mid, it starts to pick up even more and more. But I find a lot of the places in Maine, restaurants and that, very, very clean. The further south you go, down the I-95, all the way to Florida, it gets more uncleanly, and it's just a fact. That's what I've noticed. White strips really work. Yeah, so I haven't done them in a couple days, and I need to do them again and try to remember. See, I've just had a lot going on and I haven't had a chance to do my nose strip, so it pulls out blackheads, like almost like branches or trees. It's actually really gross if you look with a magnifying glass at it. And the white strips really make a difference too, but I honestly sometimes need reminders or get back on a self-care schedule because I forgot to do my nose strips for a long time. My white strips I haven't done in maybe a week since maybe before our last stream or the second last stream. People in Philadelphia want to experience snow, but they don't realize how cold it. Yeah, it can get really cold. So tonight's a mild night, beautiful night for a snowstorm. Sometimes it can get minus 20, and you know that, David, because of being from Michigan. So Michigan tends to be a wintry state sometimes too, I believe. That's right, Suzanne. Never been to Philippines. Myself, neither. And it'd be a really good place for my fiance and I to travel to, enjoy our time together. We'd like to go to Egypt as well, even though Egypt could be hit or miss, a little bit dangerous in some aspects. We'll see how that goes. Would like to go to Africa as well. Be nice to meet JD, Edna, see what I can help out with while I'm there as well. I do have many skills, talents. I did take a lot of them out of my channel description. However, yeah, I'm very, very talented in a lot of ways, so can help with a lot of things. Farming, household, even psychological or sociological opinion. I've never been to Philippines. My teeth not white, but at least 64 don't have dentures. So your teeth look fine. Great, David. Don't be too concerned or self-aware about that. I haven't noticed any major issues, and I find that you do show them enough on camera that I don't see any issue, like right off the bat. It could be also the fluid you're drinking may have good, like I don't know if you get access to milk, whether it's goat milk, cow milk, that tends to help coloring of your teeth to stay a kind of like a um, natural pearl color. So real pearl, they tend to not get real brilliant. You can get black pearls as well, and you can get peach colors, different, etc. But even when they do dentures, they tint them. They don't want them extremely bright or too dark. So even if one day maybe you're blessed and able to get a coverage program and be able to get some dentures, if that is your choice and there are any issues, then yeah, you can have them tinted a certain color. Over past summer, fall, West Florida, and out west Tennessee. Over past summer, fall, West Florida, and out west Tennessee. Okay. I think Alex might be getting another puppy, maybe. Okay, good news. Now, when my dog passed away, I still haven't replaced it, but a lot of people do right away. Some people need to fill that void, empty it out, and fill it with choice and new things. Alex might be getting another puppy, maybe. Grateful to be retired in the Philippines, married almost 22 years in to Filipina. That's excellent. And the way that I look at that now is you're basically half Filipina now. Because that's your life, that's your culture, that's your wife, that's your family. And you're very a great communicator when I watch your channels, David. You stay focused. You also involve when you can chat, and you always have great stories. Stories are really huge, and they do go viral. Also, I don't know if I mentioned or didn't make sense to you one day, David, in another channel. Check out my friend. He's a pastor in Huntington Beach, California. His name is, so take note of this, at old, OldMeLiving, at Old Me Living, at Old Me Living. So he started his channel, I think at 80 something, a couple of years ago. Best thing he's ever done. However, he's an innate and trained storyteller and does very well. He has a storyteller community and also religious community. Try to stream tomorrow myself. See who wants to watch is welcome. So hope you have your subscribers, and have you ever pushed on the button to go live yet? Because the answer to the question is going to determine whether I can help you go, and I'll tell you why if you haven't. I'll try to stream tomorrow on the internet. I do worry about safety traveling internationally, but I'd love to see more. I agree with Egypt. Yes, so I would recommend Void, and I'm no professional traveler. I've traveled a lot growing up, but mainly U.S. and Canada. Been to Dominican and Jamaica. However, make sure any shots are up to date. So any hepatitis, any polio, any whatever is required in your country, as well as that, or any ones you may cross or have to emergency stop in. Um, the other thing is make sure your passport isn't going to expire in less than 6 months, because some places can refuse you to one leave your country or to come back if it is. And the other thing is, I think it'd be recommended if you travel with one or two other people for sure. Eye contact is important, keeping space, but also look into that culture before you go into it. Because some cultures, being a female, you shouldn't look in some males' eyes, speak to them, or even be in their space. And that's their culture, that's their belief. So just look into, can be really tricky in Egypt for sure. A lot of concerns I would have to research before I would do that trip for sure. But I love the Egyptian pyramids, the connection to our world and many things. The sun connected, it's connected to the sun, the moon, stars, a lot of things. Egypt is, and I heard that too, Helen. Well, cute puppy. She showed a picture. Sorry, guys. I'll catch up in a minute. Pretty picture of a puppy. Okay, that's good. Congratulations to Alex. That's awesome. I'm watching them on my other phone. Okay, good. I have another phone. I could incorporate some things tonight, but I don't want to multitask too much. Fast, hey, welcome. So we have a snowstorm. You can rewind and see that. We threw 2 snowballs at our Jeep windshield with Dad in the passenger seat. Basically, at Dad in the well twice for Hollywood. If you look back, we've had all our players, friends, family in here. So go back and have a look. Subscribe and connect with as many people as you want. That's why people are blue. If I know you and you're a streamer, then you're blue. Know you and or you're a streamer, you're blue. And if I've seen you, sometimes, for example, some people mod or do things special in other channels, get you automatically as well. No one left behind, or most not anyone. Hi, Fast. It's been a bit since I have. Okay, good to know. Because when you first push on that cross, it's gonna set up a 24 to 48, could be a week or a month, depending on your channel information, the amount to have in there, what authority you've shown to YouTube already or not. So if you're already set up and you already know that, that's good. And let's quote Old Me Living. So everyone go to add Old Me Living and subscribe. He's a pastor in Huntington Beach. If you ain't dead, you ain't done. And the hardest thing to do is to hit that record or live button. Just do it and just keep doing it. Please. Hope. Can I ask you a weird question if you don't mind? Sure, Robert. Hi. You're on the phone. Kevin is the other. You're beating each other up tonight. If you want to type in Kevin's chat, send my respects. You can just explain that. Well, he probably knows that I was sick for a couple days, and then just doing some family care as well. No, not at all. And in our community, we talk about breaking wind or farting quite often. Something funny to do is have your break wind or your fart movement in a bathtub or some water, if you're able to, or a pot of water in some countries. No, not try. It's funny. Yes, can do that. And Hope, I don't know, feel free to type exclamation mark Hope Foss in Kevin's chat and see if the Nightbot works for you. When you come from the room or leave, or if you say something funny, or just every once in a while, if you ever want to do your drop down, you can do that. That's why you have a command. Ever fired on live stream before? Not that I recall. If I did, I probably muted it first. How about you, Robert? Have you ever? That's literally a funny question. Okay, cool. Yeah, so it's the exclamation mark and then Hope Foss. So you know how you type my name Suzanne. If you ever want to do exclamation Suzanne, you can do that too. They're scary. Thanks for popping in for a minute. I heard that you guys are over there and Alex may get a new puppy. So congratulations to Alex. I'm scared we had a snowstorm, so we filmed some of that. We threw two snowballs at the Jeep windshield with Dad in it after we get some fuel. Dad need to have before all that some burgers, some melatonin, vitamins, and his shower. We had a few issues with dementia where he was a bit concerned about some things, and there are some safety issues as well. But we watched the Song of Summer. They've now put color in that movie, and Dad used to watch that growing up. So we watched that and had some cookies and pepperoni. He's now laying sideways and resting, I believe. And we're just hanging out. If you want to scroll all the way back through all the chat, you can see family, friends, connections. No, give you money to fart on here tonight. No, that's okay. Thank you. Really appreciate you. I'm not monetized yet. I do have a PayPal, accept donations, but definitely not doing challenges this evening. Just not in the mood. I appreciate you though. Well, glad you had a good time with him. Yeah, so it turned out okay. He is in his bedroom with some water bottle in case he gets parched or needs to hydrate. And there's a hockey game, an NHL game on right now, so that's great. But I think he's laying in sideways and resting right now. He didn't have much rest because sometimes a pull of the moon, all of us sometimes have trouble sleeping. But if you get like that, you have to understand that you should lay down and rest anyway. Sometimes you will just fall asleep, but yeah, some really major issues, scary, but we got through it. And I appreciate you guys all being here for me. Super. So I did have a request on one of my posts, if you go to one of my channel posts, from Cosmos, saying that y'all really missed me and I needed to come on live. And so I really appreciate you guys always having my back. There's a few instances, a lot of the people in this room really are real, go to boot, really genuine, authentic people. Yes, did Hope Foss. So did you do that in Kevin's channel, Hope? Did you do it? You did it? You did do that? And did it pop up, the Nate-bot? Did it pop up? Good. Congratulations. So that's why you have your command. You're welcome to do that. So we're not going to spam our stuff. I have a certain sequence when I come into some people's channels, and some of the channels operate differently. So when I come in, I look through chat, and I greet my moderators first. For example, Kevin's channel, I greet my moderators first, members in mix too. Like if I see members and people I recognize readily, so I greet all those people first. And then I start drop downs in the channel. So I start with a exclamation like, and then I go into exclamation donate. If suits up, I do suit. I try to space it out through setup, and then I try to command you guys. If there's commands in between, for example, Marshall and I have an etiquette where we command right away to each other. So that sometimes doesn't change unless there's a high production on. So if Kevin has complete control of the chat and the video right then, or if the stream starts out. If it's just starting out, I don't usually do any commands till the theme and the chat roll out to what Kevin's content is supposed to be. Then we'll start some of the commands. So that's all I do generally. Yes, Dana Fuzz. Been a minute since I seen ya. That's why I stopped in before bed to say hi. Alright, well, good night, and thank you so much. It seems like you guys are so awesome. Everyone's had a chance to pop in and out tonight to pay their respects. There's been 3 losses in my family and community. So that's been really tough. And I was sick for a few days last week as well. So I do say, oh, there's David. Bless you. I crossed my feet again. I do say to David, I was just going to say your name, David, and you weren't here, that it's okay to take breaks sometimes. Try to tell that to Kevin too. He's such a hard worker. He's Aquarius. But with those of us, David and I, who are not yet monetized, the onus on us is to be on as much as we can once we get monetized. Our viewers are going to try to expect that from us, our AdSense, our sponsorships, things like that. So now's the time to figure out our scheduling, to incorporate our personal life into this YouTube partnership, which seems to be super beneficial to many people in this world. Something that I'm proud that I came across, really, in the communities that I'm meeting. My feet are cold. I'm going to cross my feet again since I prayed. Got pork chop and pancit. Okay. Fiance had some pork chop and some mushrooms, and I think he chopped some onions. I eat pork sometimes. I really love bacon. And if dad cooks a pork chop, I haven't in a long time, or fiance and I didn't last time cooks it, then I'll eat it. I don't tend to eat that out. Has to be really well done. Pork chops, awesome. Did you get the D recently? What is the D? I don't want to touch that either. Pork chops, yum yum. Yeah. So, have you gone into YouTube Studio yet? We doing good for 2.5 months. We'll keep pushing. You are doing really good. So, David, I didn't start going live until August 2025. And that was a year after I had been a viewer for 1 year only. I had only been introduced to YouTube as YouTube Music prior to that. And I had started doing shorts April or March, was it April of 2025. And I did separate those shorts over to another channel under recommendation of CEOs and things of companies that are affiliates with YouTube, big, huge streamers. So no, not studio. Okay, Hope Foss. Just one sec. Just let me go back and then, so we'll keep pushing. So yeah, I'm in no rush for my monetization. I do have PayPal in the description. I did receive a couple donations for my birthday, and then went a couple weeks after. Very appreciative donations. I think Sofa Kingdom 76. Everyone subscribe to him. You'll scroll back and see Sofa Kingdom 76. Polly, and I forget the other gentleman's name that came through. It was due to advice I had given to him in one channel. He really appreciated me because he was so sad about family members sick and dying of cancer. I think that was him. It didn't say that in the donation, but I know that was him. Okay, so Hope. I'll read the rest of the comments in a minute, guys. Hope. So what you need to do, and you can do it from your phone too, but after you do it, they recommend you take the studio app off your phone and not always be checking in on there, because it can help or change or disadvantage some of the things, allegedly checking your stuff. After you monetize, you can put the YouTube Studio app back on your phone. So you either have a YouTube Studio, download it on your phone, or not. So what you need to do is go in there or on a PC, and you need to read through, and I forget what section it's under. It might be under earnings. I think it is. But there's a green button, Hope, that you're going to need to push. And that's going to get you set up for when you have your watch hours, then it'll allow you to get an email letting you know that you're able to be monetized soon or something to that sort. But you can't do it until you go on PC, or you can do it from your phone, like I said. But once you get the studio app, and set things up the way you need to, you can't keep going in there, or you're going to have to remove it until you get monetized, because it can mess everything up. Or a few things that I get into another time. So just a sec, let me read comments. Robert, stop being a pervert. Is he being a little bit trashy? Thanks, Scary. Appreciate that. So yeah, we were talking about breaking wind and farting and things like that, but I didn't see what went on. Thanks, Gary. And again, you guys have free reign here. There's nothing that, if it's hidden into YouTube, I can release it every day or check once a week or a month and release people. Bag of Plenty, good morning at Suzanne. Bag of Plenty, good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Really good to see you. I think you have a streaming account too, don't you? Is that correct, Bag of Plenty? I have YouTube Studio. Good, David. Awesome. So it just takes a while to familiarize yourself in that YouTube Studio. And you're going to need to, at some point, if you have access to a library or laptop or whatever, there's a little few more things you can do in the studio from a PC compared to mobile. But to get started, you need to have YouTube Studio and click the earnings. I believe it's a green button to get you started to apply for monetize. It's really simple. It's just puts in the system that you're waiting for that at some point, that's your intent. CT Eldridge, hi, welcome. Bank of Plenty. Do I recall that you have a streaming channel, or do you not yet? Everyone, click on each other's things, subscribe to each other, connect. That's one thing that we do in our connected community with the Philippines, Kenya, China, and we tend to make each other blue if I know you, if you've done special things in channels, or if you are a streamer or have a channel yourself. Yeah, snowing. CT Eldridge, if you want to rewind, you'll see some snow. And probably about an hour back, we threw a couple snowballs at my dad in the Jeep at the windshield, but it was really directed at down in the well twice. The first time I caught it, didn't miss the middle, but the second time I get a bang on from at Hollywood Stream Sniper. So at down in the well and at Hollywood Stream Sniper. Yeah, snowing. And then I know you guys can hear me. I had an issue with my father with dementia. So I finally, after 24 hours of not sleeping, he got his burger shower, some melatonin vitamins, and he's laying peacefully sideways with the hockey game going, and some aqua, H2O, water, what have you, in a bottle so you could hydrate if he needs to. So, where did Bag of Plenty go? Some people, you guys, some of our streamers come in here while they're currently streaming to be respectful, say hello, things like that. I don't have my other phone with me right now to bounce around to some of our people, but I will do that sometimes when I am live. I won't just take all of our time up just for our streaming channel. So my lips are getting a little dry. Probably get a drink of something soon. We could go with a 0 fruit punch drink or an iced tea. I'll turn this heat up a little smidgen just so guys. So this is our electric heat register. I do have to fill in this because we did have a digital one that the button was broke on it. So we went back to analog style. We can get that done with O'Malley Electric. They've been doing electrical and plumbing in our places. This is a 100-year-old home. It was built after the Halifax explosion. There's a huge history and story to things like that. So we'll go up to Fort Needham one day and share that story again with you. I have a fruit punch zero right here, so Minute Maid, zero sugar. I'm gonna have that, guys. Thanks everyone for being here tonight. Really hope Crispy Bacon Bits and Gems the Clown can talk it out and figure out what's going on there, because I don't know what they're talking about. Only guesses. And it's a good safe place, you guys, to meet up and have good communications, have beef sessions if you need to. If there's things you need to communicate it and get out there with each other, with other channels. And I didn't see anything too bad there. I kept it fairly respectful. We're gonna have a little bit of old cheddar, guys. It's old cheddar cheese. Have some of that for a snack. Just checking the date on this. September 23rd. Hi everyone, welcome. Bag of Plenty. If you're listening, you're probably live on your own channel. Thanks for coming in, I appreciate you. No One Left Behind. You're Now Blue. I think Bag of Plenty comes in David, JD, Edna. So everyone scroll back through the chat, and anyone you want to connect with, communicate with, subscribe to their channels. Let's grow all our communities really big, much bigger even. Okay. And we're gonna have a baby dill pickle. It says no garlic. I don't know why, but these are the best pickles ever. Strubs. Hope. Why does it say no garlic? It's so not normal, eh? Hopi, we live for you. Can you imagine? It says no garlic. So I must not have read that, or there's no other option with garlic when I got them, because that's crazy, guys. Yeah, it's yummy. I love old cheddar, and you want to know why, Hope? Because if you melt that down for like a fondue kind of melt with bread, it's got this like sharp, rich, yummy, oily taste. You're really weird. I've been eating dill pickles my whole life, and I have made them homemade fresh, just from little cucumbers, and you put in the dill and vinegar, water, certain amounts, and garlic. Imagine garlic-free pickles. What happened? Is that what's going on in the world now? We don't put garlic in our pickles? They're still really yummy. There's other versions with garlic, so what I either didn't read or that section didn't have. I don't know why. Very strange, guys. Yeah. Cucumbers, water, vinegar, salt, calcium chloride. You know what the calcium chloride is? Spices. So it says mustard, spice. Natural flavors, turmeric. Turmeric's really healthy for you, so that's good. So guys, yeah, I've got a thing up there. I need to make a key lime pie soon. Usually when my grandmother or mother would have issues, they would bake a pie or cookies, so we'll do that soon. I do have a donut cutter, like a cookie cutter, but for donuts. So we'll make donuts someday soon too. Here's the donut cutter, guys. So we will make donuts soon. And you can make baked, like cake donuts, or in oil, like fried donuts. Two different types of ways. So next we're gonna have whole fish crisp, sour cream and onion, guys. Hope, can you believe someone came in here and wanted to pay me to break wind or fart? I need a whoopee cushion, but I'm not doing challenges tonight, guys. But if anyone wants to drop like $700 in my PayPal, I'll go buy a bowl of the purple face watch tomorrow. Yeah, these are so cool and they're crispy. They're not like big, thick goldfish. Like they just crunch right through. Yeah. And these are so yummy. Yeah, totally nuts. Can you believe that? And then Scary's going to bed and he got him doing something, so feel free to delete, guys, as you want to. If there's a message you don't like, you can delete it. You can time people out if you like to. And if you hide them, I can fix it and go in studio and release it whenever I want. If not, there's a code for everyone's channel. There's a way to go in and super release it too. Yeah, I really like these, guys. Goldfish crisps, sour cream and onion. They're really yummy. How's everyone doing? Hopefully my channel moderators that are really mad at each other for a minute are lurking and doing okay. Because I love Gemsy and Crispy. These are really good. So this is it. I'll make my scratch crust and we'll make a key lime pie really soon. I'm not going to do it tonight at 1:30 in the morning, but we'll do this really soon. We also need to do our layered version shooters. Lesson number 9, then 10 loggers and beers. Finish off. We'll do a review and finish off that. Make some donuts soon. Really love homemade donuts. They're so yummy. Yeah. Yummy. Actually have some fresh lime where I can put on top. So I'll just cut some slices, cut off the skin, and we'll put some lime on top of the key lime pie maybe. But we'll make our scratch crust with that. So flour, shortening, water, pinch of salt, pinch of sugar. You're an hour ahead of my time. Yes, ma'am. I'm 1:30 a.m. So this is Atlantic Standard Time. I've only never thought about it around you much because I've only known that 1 hour change most of my life. When we traveled, it was always down, usually up and down the I-95. It wasn't until 2018 really that I traveled by road. I mean, I traveled across Canada in different time zones, but just like I gotta turn the heat down, God. So yeah, you and New York and Florida, it's all that time zone. And then it's always 4 hours difference from here in California. Same with Vancouver, Canada. I'm ahead of you, I believe. You're an hour behind me. Newfoundland's a half hour ahead of me. So they get their New Year's before us, a half hour before. I was reading sour cream and onion goldfish. We did have a challenge request to break wind or fart. Another request to drive over a water bottle. We'll do that in the future. Try to get the lid off. And we request for some snowballs. So we did the snowball request. Did it twice till we got it almost perfect. Yeah, it is fun because if I was in the mood to do challenges or had a whoopee cushion, then I would name a price. I don't need to break wind, but I could do a whoopee noise. That would definitely work. What else can we dig into? Snacking because it's normally an hour and a half ago. Fiance and I's dinner or supper time. A little bit late, but that's when we tend to have our second meal of the day. Haven't been up early enough lately to be having breakfast. When I do, the weeks are jam-packed with appointments. Alright, what do we have here next? So next we're going to have some Harvest Crunch. Light and crisp honey nut flavor cereal. Quaker, established in 1877. 30% less fat than our Quaker Harvest Crunch original. And we'll have some of this, guys. So, what's new? Hope, what'd you do yesterday? So, yesterday yummy, hey Sopa. Yesterday we took the Subaru to a shop that was open on Sunday. A really good shop who's done stuff before for us in the industrial park. Seemed really tired, I think. So, pardon me, went in for a bearing or ball joint check because there's a noise. It could be rocks up underneath, is what is being said to me. No symptoms of bearing or ball joint, and there was just I think bearing done it recently, but I went for a full safety inspection due at the end of the month, so There, the deal for real. Yeah, we talk about mechanic stuff, and bam, there's the deal. Yeah, so the deal in the Subaru Impreza, 4-door. It gets some gravel or rocks up underneath the bumper, so sound like a strut mount or something like that. But allegedly it isn't. Other things besides me checking wobble, steering, all that, and then the mechanic doing their safety inspection today has ruled out any possible suspension or bearing or ball joint issues. So we're gonna have some harvest crunch, light and crispy, honey nut flavor. If you guys were just here a minute ago, we had goldfish, sour cream, and onion. So far, we had an offer earlier for us to be paid to break wind or fart, but we're not doing challenges tonight. We also had a request, you would think you were around for that, for snowballs at the windshield. We did do that. We threw them down the well from Hollywood. And then someone requested I drive over a water bottle. Now, I had taken them in from the property. Didn't have any with me. I don't want to go back to the neighborhood with garbage and everything. That was recently a eyesore that I could find a bottle and drive over because of the snow and the timing of the night. I don't want to go back there for a while, actually. And so, yeah, we're going to drive over a water bottle one day. There was a request a few months ago for me to do yell and scream content. So we'll figure out some nice footwear and a scenario setting, etc. We'll do that. But we'll get some future content. We're getting caught up. One is we're going to do a key lime pie soon. So we'll do my scratch crust and key lime pie, make some donuts, finish off the intensive bartending training. Some layering, shooters, things to do with that. What kind of cereal got in the cupboard and we can share it all together. Oh, that's so awesome. Yeah, yummy. Really yummy. And before that, I snacked on some old cheddar cheese and some Strub dill pickles. Just having a little snack session. Mainly, I was diverted from dinner or supper about an hour and a half ago. And doing some stress eating too. It always helps to have something to eat when there's been a trauma or stressful situation, for sure. So, what kind of cereal are you gonna have? Let us know. So first, so it's cool. Moonfire has a picture of a dog she might get. So I got a huge reflection from this light here. Oh, must be the overhead one. Huge reflection. It's the toaster and everything. Banana crunch with raisin dates and pecans, some kind of green cereal. Yummy. Look at this trail mix I got the other day. Just a you guys would never believe. Okay, so I usually get this in like a little square and it's like $12. Look at this 1 kilogram bag I got for $5. Like super huge. It's like 3 of the little square that I got. Super, super deal. I haven't opened it yet. Here's what it really looks like. Sick. $5. So one little square is usually $12. And this is like 1, 2, it's like 3 little squares for like a third of the price. Yeah, I have milk. I just don't. I'm not much of a milk drinker. I know that's weird. But fresh way. Having some Harvest Crunch cereal. So first having banana nut crunch with raisin dates and pecans. And he might be stranged out because I don't have milk in my bowl. So I like cheese, I like ice cream. Really don't like drinking milk at all. If I did put any, it would just be a little splash. It's just not worth it. I do like chocolate milk as long as it's really cold. I know Sophie's having lots of milk in the cereal. And unless you're on the road traveling, you're in the same time zone as Hope is. 1:43 where you live. Or 12:43 where you live. I think. First, you're in New York too, right now. So you're same time zone as Hope too. So make my own almond milk. Okay. Oh yeah, cheese for dairy. Okay. I love cheese. The only thing I don't have anymore is brie. Had it once at the keg. And it was before or after Easter one year. It made me really sick, which is too bad because it was yummy, but Pizza is a hard cheese shrimp. Mine's called Old. It's really good if you're doing a fondue dip with the bread. Which I'll have to do someday soon. It's been a long time. My uncle used to like it a lot when he come visit, especially with tater tots. Guys, if you ever do fondue cheese, the other thing besides bread you can have in other things, there are tater tots. So remember that. Okay, but now I'm back in. Okay. Alright guys, should we open our trail bricks? Let's do that. Let's rip into this. So yeah, it has raisins, cashews, peanuts. I think these are M&Ms, almonds. We'll do some of that. You guys are cute, man. Good family. Be able to come in, connect and communicate, and really good array and selection of you guys came in and out tonight. 25 likes. Everyone, make sure you rewind for snowball throwing. And scroll back through all the names, comments, connect to anyone in there, subscribe to them. in my Filipino, African, and Chinese culture, we all say no one left behind. So try to, if I know you, if you have your own channel or not, have you done good things in other channels, then you will be blue hair. Oh, cool. Sofa Kingdom. This is so good, guys. So good. Cashews. Almonds. Peanut. Raisins. I think those are M&Ms. I think. A few of you guys are always on the same time zone, except for when Sofa does his work. The big rig. Those two being each other out. Are they? So they're having a spar night, are they? Good. Told me he's going to do waxing soon. He didn't want to, and then he changed his mind. So that's great. So he'll do a waxing stream soon. Okay? He is. He is. Having some trail mix. Before that, we had some Harvest Crunch cereal. We had some sour cream and onion goldfish treats, cheddar cheese, and dough pickles. Having a little snack session. Sofa's having banana nut crunch with raisin dates and pecans. Yeah, yummy. So if you want to rewind, I'm showing you we had a snowstorm tonight. Had a request to drive over a water bottle, but the bottles were taken in from the property before that. I didn't have them. There's none randomly in the street anywhere I want to drive to. The streets are covered in snow, so we'll drive over that another night. We threw 2 snowballs at the windshield of the Jeep with Dad in the passenger seat. At Down in the Well from Hollywood. And we had a request for, will you take money to fart, Suzanne? So, we're not doing challenges tonight. It was cute, though. Hey, Peace. How's it going? Thank you so much. Appreciate you. So, had a little issue with my dad. He didn't have much sleep last night. He had a little bit of dementia, post-stroke issue, or it could be the pull of the moon. It could be even a bug going around or something. But there are some regular, consistent issues that haven't occurred and not consecutively for quite a while. They were a little bit scary we had to deal with, so we just made sure we got him in the shower, had his burgers, some melatonin vitamins. We did some family time and watched an old movie called The Sound of Summer. Had some pepperoni, cookies, and now he's finally agreed to lay down peacefully on his side. NHL hockey's playing, and there's some water next to him if he needs to hydrate. Yeah, to fart, isn't that funny? We will do it maybe with a whoopee cushion, or not very gassy. And not tonight, there's not any challenges tonight. Comedy and education channel, so I told you because it's funny. But you can scroll back through all the comments and see what a great turnout we had. 27 likes. Good job, guys. I appreciate y'all. We had some comment from Cosmos on one of our posts that y'all miss me being live. So I thought I'd come back on because I had a little bit of like a cold or a bug for a couple of days. I think it was from a dental x-ray. They didn't put like a plastic covering over it before it goes in like most dentists are supposed to. Honestly. So it was headache, runny nose, sore throat, coughing, sneezing, really, really sleepy. I just sleep in increments quite a bit through the day and night. Hey, peace, right? I don't, isn't that funny? We're just having some trail mix. Appreciate you, Hope, always. For boxing me these cautious tape. Okay. So they must have got it at Home Depot and stuff. I keep it for when I do my masonry repair on the front step. You can get it at Home Depot and stuff, Hope. I don't have my laptop on or my other phone turned on, but I'll have to check as people come if they're streamers or not. And peace, I don't recall, do you do lives or are you a streamer or no? Are you a content creator or no? Doesn't matter either way, I just had a question about it. So he probably had his cereal and then fell asleep, I imagine. He worked so hard. Or was mentioned away still. I don't do lives, okay. Do you do shorts or wide format or anything? I want poutine. Oh, you're gonna make me crave poutine. Really, what's really good poutine, besides homemade, is the best. Two things. So there's a Newfie poutine. I think you put stuffing in it. But Harvey's is really good poutine. WhatsApp. You use WhatsApp? Is that instead of lives or? Yeah, Harvey's poutine is good. But you can get cheese curds from the grocery store. You can make gravy, French fries. Separate from this thing. Well, Quebec is like a couple of provinces over, not too many. They've always been doing referendums and looking to separate. And it sounded like I think Alberta is going to. But I don't know. We'll see. Pardon me. Alright, come with me. We're going to the treehouse. I just want to check my battery level just there, guys. 41%, we're good. We are good. We are good, fam. Fams for life. What's everyone saying? What'd you do yesterday? What'd you do? What are you doing today? What are you doing tomorrow? So, love your vibe too, Fresh. So to Still Star, I told you we've known you a long time, bro. And so today we took the Subaru for bearing and ball joint check, strut mount's fine, and a full safety check. It was really efficient, good price. Oh, and I think an oil change. Yeah, it had an oil change too, I think. For sure it did. So I remember hearing about the price, and I was saying it needs at least 4 or 5 pints to replace that of oil, plus your oil filter. Or the cost there. Just have a good day early in the morning here. Okay, good. It's 1:58 a.m. on Monday morning. For some part of the world, it could be still Sunday. It could be Tuesday. Depends on where you are in the world. Yes, slipper princess. Here's my flip-flop slippers. I bet that scared you too. You weren't expecting slippers right away. So you just said it? Uh-huh. So like I was saying, tomorrow or today or whatever it is now, because it's 2 in the morning, I have to call and order furnace oil for that. And the tank is in there. It's a fiberglass tank. Keep that door locked up. So, what else do I need to? Oh, and there's a dental, community dental, family dentistry. 1 street over and down. It's even closer than the dentist that we were using to replace my one that retired. See if we can get a sufficient appointment there or change things over. I'll see. Freshly, that's fine. Some of us, that's who we are. If that's not how you're made up, would we like you? Would we know you? Would we think you're real? So, like I said, Telster T and I have known you for 2 years or more through our friend in Wisconsin. And enough said. It don't matter. Everyone's welcome here. Anyone doesn't like, get along with, everyone just come in here, don't matter. It's the Freedom Community channel. And like I said, I just scroll back through the comments freshly, and we're all family. It's a good place where you guys can beef it out. Just keep coming back. If I give you guys the blessing to beef it out in here, make sure you're always coming back. I feel you guys always have my back. Not all the times we're all going to agree or not make mistakes, and some of us have some views, some of us have others, some of us have none. So we're all here. We're all here for a reason. I don't. What happened freshly? It just rolled off my tongue. Why do we not? We do absolutely love that, don't we? Look how much I love that. I just pinned it. Yeah. Yeah, it just rolled out and I absolutely love it. And it's the kind of night where I just need a good smile or a good reassurance too. And there, it just bam, something really super intelligent out. Super duper. Yeah, we're the Freedom Community of fam lovers who all love everyone worldwide. We all have our ups and downs. We all have our own beliefs and opinions, and it's fine. As long as I don't see any shit popping up that breaches community standards or terms of service, I'm good. And you're all gonna learn. If you don't know what's up and what's up, what's what, then we just learn along the way. Bounce it all off each other. Do you like that, Hope? Freedom Community. So there's not too many restrictions. We'll just shape this community the way we all want it. It's not always going to be comfortable. With good, there's bad. With everything, there's everything. No social constructs, exactly. Someone yapped at me and channel before, oh, you're some stranger too, could be an alt anyway, but didn't know social justice. And I'm thinking to myself, like, I just bit my tongue because I have a Bachelor of Arts in Psych, Soc, and Criminology. Before that, I did commerce. It's not social justice, it's freedom community. It is with the many restrictions in the world and the tiny few little community guidelines we have to follow. It's not that many. I just want everyone to joke around, have fun, get along, share information, better yourself, encourage each other, and spread our community. So everyone scroll up through everyone, click on, subscribe to everyone, grow this channel. That's why you guys are blue. You know what I love as far as his perspective on Carrick pitch chance. Oh, he says the way it is. Yeah, pitch chance is real as frag. Pitch chance is real as frag. And he doesn't care about any nitpicking. He just cares about getting his subscribers, watch hours, and the proper mods in place for sure. No, and sometimes he gets a little buzz on and jokes around, but we don't need to take everyone too seriously. Just so, guys. So we talked about yesterday or tomorrow. Same thing right now for me. Today's tomorrow. I'm stuck in a time warp too from helping a dementia family member. Can get pretty tough sometimes. I am pretty tough emotionally. It gets easier the more you get help, for sure. But what you need to talk about now is what's good, what's bad, and as Freshly says, what's really good. So what's good? The spring is coming soon, even though I got snow tonight. That's just a little sidetrack. I don't mind snow. I don't like the cold. So that's good. Spring's coming. It's good that we're healthy. My family's healthy, besides a few hiccups. And what's good is all my viewer and channel operators seem to be doing fairly well. There's no huge major issues, whether health and other things. I'd like to see us all do financially spectacular one day, all of us. And then what's bad? Talk about what's really good after that. So bad. Yeah, it's Monday. Mondays suck. Yeah, there's snow on the ground. Cold sucks. Yeah, I'm concerned about a family member's safety. So I do sleep a lot, even though I was sick and sleeping a lot and do need sleep. I'm gonna have to keep my deaf ear laying down and my good ear laying up, sleep with one eye open, and nurse this issue until the memory with him of it goes away. I did notice the blood pressure went down on him. He did get calm after snacks, movie, things like that, so it's good. Exactly, He's not hurting no one. And for sure, just a good guy who likes to joke around a lot and does get picked on or bullied sometimes. And a lot of times with me, due to my socialization, like mom tried to socialize me with people and adults and things like that. However, I tend to analyze things, criticize things, take a perception that is way beyond the intent of the person. They mean no harm. That's just the way that they were conditioned to be or something. It's weird. There's Dad's Rice Krispie Squares ready for a snack if he gets up or tomorrow. Keep them in a bowl here because you can make a really big mess. When it's normal Kellogg's or other granola bars, yeah, I think Sofa Kingdom probably crashed. He had his cereal and milk, and that's one thing that the milk does is increases the serotonin. Tonight with Dad, we needed melatonin, so early in the afternoon he had one. It's a vitamin, and then two. Quite a few hours ago. The two's making him sleepy. It's crazy when a DM you in Discord. Okay. Some people say that they're gonna, and then they do, or I reply and they don't, and I'm not gonna speak of the specific person, but there's someone who's saying, oh, I was unmodded in another room and then I shared my stories. Next thing, a certain NH unmodded me for sticking up for myself for being bullied one day. I'm not gonna put up with shit in anyone's channel. I wouldn't put up with it in my own, and why would you allow that in yours? Especially if someone's a good moderator. Which we know you are, and I am too. But that's neither the here or there. The Western civilization don't understand the meaning of a moderator in your room. It's a community. It's our ability to click on each other, view each other's channel, connect, see each other's latest lives, shorts, posts, things like that. It's the easiest way to do that. And we can do that anytime that we're in a live stream together. So easily. Didn't see you though. Oh, okay. Well, it is under my name. I started out under GI Barbie because I didn't want many interactions on there. Then someone suggested they were confused from their channel on who people were, and I changed it and just kept it. Yeah. Hope she's doing okay. I am seeing her around where some people are saying they aren't, but she'll get through it. She's having a tough time. And some channels that you go in do require a lot of work and can make you a little bit upset sometimes, especially prolong watching them. What's up, Specole? I love the wall decks. I watched your short, and it's a perfect short. You're doing good at those, for sure. This is insane. Yep, Spagoli in the house. Ain't a crew. Yeah, Spagoli's been a mod since day one, like you, Fresh. You, Admiral, a few people. You, Admiral, MC, James the Clown. A lot of people since day one. Yeah, I really enjoyed that, so really enjoyed it. I like that how you have 3 options as well. I don't know if you saw that guy that sings for $4 and he has his broken decks behind him on the wall. Because there's definitely a niche for hanging your decks on the wall. You know that. broken, used, unused, and then you got bam, spanking Spicoli decks. Those are sick. Yeah, everyone click on each other, subscribe, connect. That's why everyone's blue. That's what I tend to do with my African channels that I work with, and Filipino and China. This is the freedom community. Just rolled off my tongue. It's wild. And James is right. I'm like an auntie to some and a sister to others. So this is the place to come if you want to be happy, you want to beef it out, whatever you want to do, guys. So Spicoli, the reason why we're on tonight is I had a message requesting me on my post to come on yesterday, and I hadn't seen that. I had been feeling very ill for a few days, slowly getting better, not better, but then I have an incident with, when it moved closer to the phone, with dementia with my father, and there were some safety issues and lack of sleep, so we fixed him up with a shower, burgers, meds, some movie time, snacks. He's laying peacefully, I think, sleeping sideways right now in his bed, NHL on and stuff, so I just appreciate you guys all. There's lots of battery time left right now, and I think we're at 41% last time I checked, so that's super. Enjoy having the time hanging out with you guys. And we'll pop up out of the basement in a minute. Guys, stay tuned for Scratch Crust and a key lime pie soon. We'll do some layering lesson with shooters as well. Lesson number 9, I believe, intensive bartending. If you haven't seen them, go to the previous 8. I'll have to sift through there. Thanks. Bless you, and prayers too. I really appreciate you. It's so nice to have your guys' support, guys. If you rewind, you'll see there's a snowstorm. You'll get to meet my dad. One day you're on Spic, I'll pop him on for you. Super guy. He's a golfer, curler, baseball, hockey. A really cool guy. Now, we did throw some snowballs at the Jeep windshield at Down in the Well from Hollywood. Did it twice. Second one was almost perfect. Nothing's perfect, right? Yeah, for sure. So I helped look out for Nan until age 94. Besides working full-time and going to university full-time. And my mom remarried my dad after 30 years divorce and had 2 strokes. And Mom and I helped him while I was working. And Mom passed away. And been still helping Dad for another 8 more years. So fam drives us crazy. Yes. I try to stay away from friends, neighbors, family currently as much as I can because I just don't have time. Besides helping myself and people in our community, you guys and us. Just working on my own personal self the last year or 2 because the focus has been on family. But, what was I gonna say? Family drives us crazy. Yeah, sometimes, because of medical reasons, people switch and they're not the same mean person they used to be. So I just really bit the bullet, and you just have to let it go. Learned that at age 39. You gotta let things go. And it's so weird until you hear it from both your parents. And it wasn't direct or anything, but standing right in front of you in the dining room, and you just register to think about that. So bite the bullet, and if people need your help, just shoo all that aside and do your best you can to help people. Again, guys, I wasn't feeling good the last few days. I do need to blow my nose. Just a sec. I'm gonna mute you while I do. Thanks, guys. I don't have a mirror in the main level washroom, so I had to use the phone to look. I don't have a mirror here. This is normally an outside wall. The addition is built on it. And I could use a stud finder, but the last mirror we had there, actually, it was like a porthole for a boat looking, and it smashed. It's a well-known mirror back in the day. I think both sets of my grandparents had that. So, no more mirror there. Not doing it anymore, either. I'm not gonna even, but that's because I'm Puerto Rican. Okay. Nice. Oh, baby. Sorry to bring that. No, man. Listen. There he is. Hey, what's up? I was talking about you recently. Seen your hair since day one. Just sec, MC. No, Fresh. So this is the place to do that. Most of our live streams have been good things shared, bad things shared all the time, or some of good thing all the time, some of bad thing all the time, and it fluctuates. And it should be okay to discuss, share emotions, concerns. That's fine. I don't know why you retract it. So don't be sorry. You're not bringing down any mood. I'm not smiling because of trauma. I'm concerned about this person who's my father who had an issue today. So don't worry about it. MC, hey, how's it going? So if you rewind MC, you'll see we just went out and showed you guys a little bit of a snowstorm. And someone requested to drive over a water bottle, but I had taken them in from the property. There weren't any in the Jeep, so we didn't do that yet. Also, we had a request to throw snowballs. So I got out and threw snowballs at the windshield of Dad in the Jeep, and it was 2 down in the well from Hollywood Stream Sniper. We had the deal for real in here too, and because we were talking about oil change, safety inspection on the Subaru. Didn't need a ball joint or bearing, that had already been done. It's some rock that was vibrating up underneath the bumper. We've been banging it out. There's been evidence of it. So, I just had an issue with Dad where it was safety and he was open and closed and not locking doors and not sleeping. So we got him a shower in his burgers, and there's a melatonin. He took one a few hours ago. And then 2 most recently, a few hours ago. We saw this Song of Summer. So this was a movie that had been color filled after the fact. It used to be a black and white movie. Really good. You guys, if you've never seen it, go watch Song of Summer. And we had some pepperoni, Chips Ahoy. Dad's laying peacefully and sleeping finally after like a 24-hour awake, couldn't sleep, not feeling good, maybe post-stroke, I don't know, pulling the moon. I wish I was here for that, but my ego didn't let me. Really didn't. Oh, Fresh. We also had a request for me to break wind or fart for money, but I don't have gas. I'm not doing a challenge this evening, and we might get a whoopee cushion though. So that was an interesting request for sure. And then I think before Sofa Kingdom, unless he's still kicking around, maybe before he went to bed, we had a bunch of snacks too. So Sofa had some cereal. If you scroll back, you'll see Banana had something with all kinds of stuff. And then we had a bunch of snacks too. So that's the update for MCola. I'm gonna watch the stream. Yeah. And rolled right off my tongue this freedom community bit. That's why that's pinned. I gotta turn this thing on. Guys, it's gonna be noisy till we go to the room. So happy for you. I'm gonna watch the stream. Okay, guys, I gotta blow my nose again. It's like I was really sick there after that last dentist appointment. I might have to take some cough syrup, actually, too. So I'm gonna go do that, too. I really didn't. I am gonna watch the stream. So yeah, it's gonna be noisy for a minute, that Fasani thing. I did driving over the bridge, but I was driving when damn phone fell. Someone flung. Oh. And in the Jeep, there's a little spot in the carpet between the structure that comes down the boulder floor, and you have to like actually get out of the Jeep to get it out, and it hurts your hand still, like it gets right stuck in there. I'm gonna have some Benylin extra strength cough complete. Where are you sicknesses? Oh, cough syrup all winter. Oh, sorry to hear. Yeah, no, I get a little unwell, so it was like headache, sore neck, belly cramps, like bowel belly cramps for some reason. Like it just felt I wasn't having a great enough bowel movement all the time. We're cleaning everything out. Runny nose, coughing, extremely tired. Difficult sleeping or sleeping too much. Like major. Okay, sorry. Call me by surprise. So if I'm when I'm really sick, I'm supposed to take 2 teaspoons. But I only take 1. That way I can take more in a minute if I want to. But it's supposed to be only 2 teaspoons every few hours. 6 hours maybe. Wet cough, dry hacking, cough from scratchy throat, chest congestion, nasal congestion, sore throat pain. Now, if this wasn't working, then I would take 1 ibuprofen extra strength as well. Tylenol extra strength. So I think I have the ibuprofen at one property and the Tylenol upstairs. So yeah, very. I was also, because I was a little bit, if you understood the dialogue of what I had to deal with today, I had to be quite loud to get people to keep doors shut and locked and safety issues, but yeah, you can tell I'm sick and congested. Even when I went for my eyebrow wax and underarm and all that, when I was laying at the table, that's it. It's today. This was Saturday. So Saturday, I could feel like that there was congestion, but it's okay. I take ibuprofen often. Okay, cool. So you can take up to 2 of them, I think. Move away from that noisy fan. Watch how better it gets. You can take 2 of them a day. Sometimes when I'm not feeling well, I take at least 1 a day. And I did have a doctor tell me, not my regular doctor, but one that was stepping in another town for a minute, that he takes 2 a day for back pain. Now you can build up an immunity to medication, so it's not good to unless under. I mean, he's a doctor and he's prescribing himself, which is strange. You should talk to a pharmacist. But you can build up an immunity to the medication. You can cause liver damage, kidneys, things like that. I take ibuprofen often. Yeah, as needed. MC for sure. So, especially if you have problems like muscular or stomach or dental. Some people get headaches as well. Take them for their headaches. When my effing back hurts, I will take apples. I like a chewable aspirin. Now I'm all out of them, and I need to get them. But I enjoy chewable aspirins. I used to eat them like candy, unfortunately, and I don't recommend that to anyone. But when I was a child, I used to pull out my grandmother's dresser drawer where she would store her jewelry and eat a lot of. I'm glad I'm still okay, or am I? So, yeah, it's not a good thing. I wouldn't recommend it. But they tasted like candy. They used to be called baby aspirin. They don't call them that anymore. It's chewable. You're not supposed to really give them to babies or children. Yeah, Suzanne, would you ever imagine going into space, like a space trip? I always thought of being an astronaut when I was younger. I have flown planes 3 times. Took flight lessons, Cessna to Cherokee, flown 3 times, twin engine planes. However, not so much now. I think this idea with Elon wants to send us to the moon or Mars, allegedly. Um, I don't know if I'd want to be in a closed space, leaving the planet for that duration of time and be worried about oxygen support things. I just took really my back. Okay, so what happened to me is when I did my right ankle or tibular fibula that had been injured previously was hurting again. It is so weird. So I find that whatever this was going around is affecting whatever maybe our weakest injury is, or something circular or blood, something. Circulation. Don't know. Feel like a soy boy. Yeah, I feel like Cinderella security. Like I'm a Cinderella doll, but providing security for someone's health and safety right now. It sucks, but someone's gotta do it. Never felt like I could lift even myself. Oh, okay. So you were really weakened out hard, or zero gravity and what that looks like in person. Yeah. So you guys all go up there, and you guys all build Smurfville, and then when everything's been tested and whatever, I'll come to Smurfville maybe. But in the meantime, yeah. I don't even know if I wouldn't jump out of planes, and I like to take risks, but I'm getting so tired, so we'll say to you next time. Take a minute and that Kevin will be. Yes, it's so beautiful that he helped you. Hope, have a good sleep. Please be well. Appreciate you a lot. Crazy debilitation from vaccines. Oh. And if anyone's watching and want to, you can say goodnight to Hope, Foss. And again, everyone click on each other, subscribe to each other. Try to leave no one behind. And things happen. Just because you have an opinion or aren't fancy or fancy about someone one day could change the next. So I hope to not see anything changing in communities. No matter what happens, you guys just try to always stay subscribed and supportive of each other, even though we're all different and maybe estranged for a minute, some people. Love you bunches. Love you. Also, I'm glad you get to learn to do your command. And you have Kevin and my permission to do that pretty much. When you come in at the beginning of the night, when you leave at the end of the night, and sometimes throughout, just don't spam it too much. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. So that's cool. Yeah, you're welcome. Awesome. Appreciate you. Love you. And every once in a while you can command mine too. That's fine. Not here. I don't have Nightbot yet, or will. I don't know. But yeah, feel free to do it. Space, the final frontier. Something's in Star Trek. I can't remember. MC, do you ever go to Hero Time Space channel? In a world where Kevin Yellow something something, he's got a great radio or video voice. It's so cool. Well, maybe thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, stay cozy. Have a good sleepy cozy. Do what my girlie tells me. Double check everything, make sure it's all off and stuff, Hopey. I don't know what I'm saying, girl. Well, almost 2 years. You see me on Blake's Live. What? Who? I told you. We met you, Chelsea and I, in Toss-Up and then I started seeing you poking around some places. Unless you're talking to Hope. Little burrito. Oh, there's Snow. Hey. Didn't you see me on Blake's Times? Yeah, I did. Yeah. But I knew he was going to meet you. Too. Jaco was there too. You and Jaco. Random. I would have liked to gander down but nothing's any good time for me being a carrier worker for someone who's challenged. So Snow, if you rewind, we have a snowstorm. So that's why I started filming, because I had been owed after helping my father with a mental health issue because he has dementia, and there was a few safety issues. So, yeah. So anyway, we got in the Jeep, and you'll see some snow if you rewind. If you get to a part where I stopped at a school, then I threw snowballs at the windshield, and that was for some streamers. So at Hollywood Stream Sniper and at Down the Wall. So it was to throw at Down the Wall from Hollywood, and we had requested to drive over a water bottle, but I had already taken one in from the property, or from the Jeep to the property. I didn't have it with me, and you can't see any on the road because of snow. And so we might do that another time. We'll loosen the lid because the person said extra points if the lid comes off. So we'll try that. And then we had the most hilarious thing. No, I'm not doing any challenges tonight. We had a request to break wind or fart for money. So we'll get a whoopee cushion. We don't want to miss out on too many interesting, fun things for donations. Didn't you see me later? Yeah, pretty cool. Jaco went to pretty sure the search engine just tags people because soon as I say it. What time is it? 1:30. Still not too late in New York. Watch old Football Co. come in. Football Co. TV. Darn late, so I wasn't able to read the room. That's fine. So, unless you're on PC or like some exuberant system, and you click on live chat, then you could see all of the comments. But otherwise, if you just come in, there's a lot before that it doesn't start doing on right away. So you already missed a little bit. If you feel you missed and you want to watch again, once this processes, usually like 12 to 24 hours after we stop it. Then you can go in and rewatch the live chat. Hi, little. Welcome. How are you doing? Where are you from? This is Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada. Welcome. It's snowing. We have a snowstorm. Good. That's good. I have the heat on because it's a little bit chilly outside. It could be colder though. I think it's about like 0-ish, maybe -1 or 2-ish. California degrees Celsius. Cool. Now, are you in Northern California or Southern? We're East Coast, so we're on the Atlantic Ocean. By New York, Boston, Maine. Not too far from those guys. Into the USA. Central Cali. Cool. What are you doing today? After you go to sleep or not, and on this Monday? What's planned? Might as well have a cherry candy cane, guys. Make sure this heat's not too high. There we go. Little click. Cherry. Some of you guys remember that from Christmas, from our tree. They're really yummy. I don't really like peppermint candies. New scam, that's what I heard. That's the name I made up. I don't know the guy, but things that I have heard. Yeah, new scam. I don't know. You still there, little? What are you doing today? No, him and what's her name? That mare. Oh, cool. What's her name? The mayor of LA. Karen Bass, that's it. Went record shopping earlier. Oh, cool. It was really warm today. Did you? How many subscribers do you have, little? So record, do you mean LP vinyls? 45, 33? Is that what you mean? Really warm today. Snowing here. Okay. little if you want to rewind the live. We have a snowstorm outside. We threw some snowballs at our Jeep windshield of my dad. But I was really directed it down in the well twice from Hollywood. Yeah, thank you. Having a cherry candy cane. Had a bunch of snacks earlier. Sofa Kingdom had some cereal too. Had a request to drive over a bottle, but we didn't have the bottle. Maybe another time. I'm gonna loosen the top because you get more points if the top comes off. Request for a challenge for breaking window Friday, but we don't have gas or a whoopee, and there's no challenges tonight. And the snow since forever. Yeah, I love the snow. Don't like the cold, but I was born in the winter. And they're skateboarding on channel 11, CBC channel. Or snowboarding, I mean. Earlier. Also, been a wild thing. Hey guys, all reach out to each other and subscribe all to each other. So, yesterday, you did all that. Still another hour till it's a new day, but so what are you doing on Monday? Is there any plans? I have to order furnace oil for here and check into a closer dentist to the property. Oh, and Alex is too. Yeah. Well, because you said that you were vinyl shopping, I almost kind of know who you are. I could kind of already guess who this is. Possibly. I'm not going to give it away if that's who you are. But I'm a super detective when it comes to things. I could be right. Carnations smell really yummy. Yeah, if you rewind, it was just a snowstorm and some hangout time. I recommend you watch the Song of Summer, the movie. It's a color-filled movie. It probably was black and white. I have like major static right now in my face, guys. Look. I highly recommend that you watch that. So it's a mango time with my dad. I had pepperoni and Chips Ahoy. After he had his burger, shower, some melatonin vitamins to help settle down a little bit of dementia post-stroke, possible change of moon and stars. Don't know what's going on. Could be a bug going around. But there were some safety issues and concerns. Had to make a priority. I'm rewatching. Yeah, it's a good stream to rewatch. I mean, you don't gotta watch the whole thing. It's pretty easy. It's chapters, I believe, when it comes up. I don't know if it's after a process it chapterizes, but yeah, we're lucky we have the rewind and fast forward buttons we have today. Used to be a lot different with VHS tape and VCRs. It would take you literally like 15 minutes to rewind or fast forward to a certain area on a VHS tape growing up. because you're looking at an hour and a half to 2 hour recording, and the tapes have to go through each reel to rewind or fast forward. So we're actually really spoiled in this technology these days. Like I said, guys, most important thing is looking after yourself. If you can't look after yourself, you can't look after other people. And then when it comes to other people, you need to make sure that their airways, breathing, circulation's clear. You can check blood pressure. There's readily buyable blood pressure machines these days. Make sure they've taken their medications. They're clean. They have food in their belly, and their safety's not compromised. So with a senior or a child, I'd make sure that they have ID and maybe money on them so they could get a taxi back home, or in Dad's case, he has a little bit of cash. He could even, not these days, but back in the day, even get a cheap hotel room for the night, if had be, like different things like that, depending on where you are. Doors are left open, not locked. No, we get an emergency alert about a certain age child missing in this area. We haven't got an alert saying it's been called off yet. I didn't mention that to Dad. On his 3G phone, those alerts don't come up. The government's not paying that amount for it anymore, which is a total shame. And I disagree with it, in my opinion. Showering, okay, cool. Yeah, I do that too. And a lot of times I find our community or show in our community that's going on so important and interesting that I really enjoy popping in and sudsing up and turn the water up really high. Yeah, that really goes vending for my job. Yes, my goodness. So, back in the day, you used to be able to keep a job for 30 years, 40 years. Nowadays, you have to have 2 jobs or change around a lot to make the ends meet. So, but first, you just need to learn a few more things. Like, listen to my audio on. I'm going to have to go through a lot more presenting it out because it's important to people in other countries and disabilities and things like that. But getting your YouTube set up perfectly eventually would be good. I don't know why Tossif doesn't or isn't monetized. You would think that he has enough watch hours. Maybe he hasn't applied for it, or there's some answer to that that I don't want to know the answer to. Maybe too. You know that. I have the experience they don't have. Yes, exactly. So if we can find enough niches that overcome the artificial intelligence. But I mean, like, computers have been out since I was in grade 4. I used to have to hit F1 keys and control button and arrow to draw things. So we used to learn to draw when I first learned computers. And I just think it's being put out more and more used, and not enough. I don't want to say the word, but regulations or testing and limitations so that human beings can still have skillful, gainful employment. So yeah, that was a tongue twister like Miss America pageant. It's a little bit chilly tonight. Fluctuating with that heat, so that's the thing about coming out of this sickness that I had for a couple days is the hot and the cold. The hot was so hot, and I don't like my feet being cold. Some people do. So it's hard to fluctuate the correct temperature for sure, especially with forced air heat. So it's an oil-fired furnace. So I don't have my tripod, only my whatchamacallit thing. Easel. The phone and tablet easel. What's your temp there? Well, it was 0 when we were facing southwest earlier.